Hey, this is coinpicker.us. I have not made a video in forever, though I still have been deep into the crypto world, and I have sent out an update or two, and I'll be sending out more updates. So if you want free, no obligation updates about what's going on in the crypto market and some of the potential high profit and most exciting projects out there, and also I might add, if I get the impression that the crypto market's going to crash and I make a recommendation to tell people to get some money off of the table, which I've done at some critical junctures in the past, just go ahead to coinpicker.us. It's real important, .us, so coinpicker.us. Put your email in here, confirm you're not a robot, and you will get on the list. I think I send out once every week or 2 weeks, something like that, and especially if there's something exciting going on. But let's get right into it. So right here, I've got a chart of the Bitcoin to US dollar. Now, notice I've got the very useful commodity channel indicator, stochastic RSI, and then a custom coin picker indicator. Now, this is available to all people who sign up, but basically I'm showing it to you now, but you can use it yourself, and you'll find it's extremely, I consider it to be extremely accurate, especially the way I use it. I mean, you can tell that as it got to this point, it pretty much nailed a major drop. It's also telling you that you don't have a major drop ahead, even though commodity channel indicator is suggesting you do. There is somewhat of a drop, but it's not. This is let's just say tends to be more precise and more. It doesn't get overly excited by big moves as the other ones do. Stochastic indicator will often miss big drops. It is pretty good at picking up bottoms. This has to be read a little bit differently to pick up major bottoms, and I'll explain that. But this is a proprietary indicator for the coinpicker.us members. But anyway, bottom line on it is Bitcoin is in a good move up, but as I predicted in my last update, and I just had one that I'm sending out right now. If you get on the list, you'll get it. But basically in that update, I said we have some good short-term moves ahead, but expect a pretty sharp pullback in the not very distant future, say a week or 2 weeks. It's almost exactly what's happening. And that's great. Ride it up and then be aware that you're about to get a really sharp pullback. Now let's take a look at ETC or ETH, see if there's anything different going on. More or less, they're not. It's just some are more risky than others. This ETH is not looking as risky at all, as you could tell, because the coin picker indicator is not really even in the region where you really have to worry about. Stochastic RSI, same thing. CCI is saying yes, it's a little bit risky, but I wouldn't worry about ETH too much. Now, LTC, Litecoin, is it's also kind of in the same boat as ETH. And when I invested some new capital into the market, I went with LTC versus Bitcoin, and that turned out to be obviously percentage-wise a pretty significantly positive choice because LTC has made a bigger move than even Bitcoin has recently, as you can see here. But CCI is not as overbought, and stochastic RSI, same thing, and the proprietary coin picker indicator is saying we've definitely got some room to roll here. Now, these are all on the daily basis. So short-term basis, we're fine. I mean, let's take a look at Link, which is obviously a very popular up-and-comer. Link is just primed and ready to roll. It's not doing very much. It's not capturing the wave, which is what's being shown, and that's indicative of a lot of alternative cryptos. What this is showing is something that's exhibited in this. This is a crypto index where you can see, because the crypto index isn't strictly Bitcoin, it's a lot of other projects. You could see that there's just tremendous upside room available nowhere. I mean, CCI, yes, it's getting close, it's at the line where it's entering overbought, but you have to be screaming high in the crypto market because it's a very strong bull market before you get a collapse. And we're not there at all. So there's tremendous opportunity in the overall crypto market. Now, if you look at crypto dominance, let's see here, actually. This is sort of the Bitcoin dominance. Let me see if I do have it right. Yeah, this is Bitcoin dominance. Basically, there's just tremendous upside remaining. And so I think, the market is great. Let's take a look at some of the high flyers for the past 7 days. Now, in my recommendation, I had said that Bitcoin Cash was going to be picking up some steam, and that has turned out to be the case. It has moved up significantly. Now, Litecoin, obviously, as I mentioned, I've been invested more heavily in Litecoin than in Bitcoin, though both are great. Can't complain with either returns. But you're talking about a pretty nice pickup with Litecoin versus Bitcoin. And that is indicative that the altcoins and alt projects have quite a bit of room to roll. Now, let's take a look at a 7-day. Okay. Bancor, great project, really useful. But a couple ones that I want to, okay, Zelicola is a fantastic project. A couple of ones that I want to talk about here, which were, well, you know what? I think they might have been on the 24-hour top list. Let's see here. Okay. No, they're not showing up, but they should. Well, Yearn Finance, obviously, if you really want to go in deep, but I think Yearn Finance is quite susceptible to major downturns. EOS is obviously doing well. Bitcoin Cash, obviously, really doing well. But the ones that I wanted to mention, you know what? I'm going to have to go to my write-up. Okay, that was December. This is December 15th. All right, so here we go. Here's a write-up I just produced. And BTC, BCH obviously doing well. Here's some ones I think are some outperformers that I wanted to share with everybody. There's more detail for subscribers, but this is really valuable information. I have analyzed these projects. I have looked at their sites, what their projects are about code-wise, and some of them are long-term, some of them are not. DAOstack, in my opinion, right now is not necessarily long-term, but O-Chain, outstanding with real-world value and rapid development. That could be very big. MobileGo, same thing. Commerce Block, same thing. And these can be picked up for nothing, practically nothing, not even pennies. This is pennies. These are, a couple of dimes, but Commerce Block, not even pennies. And they just committed to GitHub another improvement the other day. So I'm not personally endorsing these. I'm just saying that they have potential, especially in an uptrending market, which we're obviously in. And I want to go back to, I don't know. I'm a premium member on TradingView, and for some unknown reason, meaning a premium member means that you can add a lot more charts and you can have multiple platforms using it. But for some unknown reason, I constantly get that warning. So the long and short of it is that we're in a great position. And in fact, let's do this. Let's take a look at BTC for a slightly longer period of time, because that's where we've got the problems. So if we're a slightly longer period of time, the coin picker indicator is saying we are in danger zone. All of them agree. Danger zone. Now, because we are in a strong bull market, the way you can burn off a danger zone, and trust me, we're in one, the way you can burn off a danger zone is through time. So you don't have to collapse, but you could just hover within a narrow range through time. It's one of the best ways to burn off a danger zone. Absolute best way is to burn off danger. Now, if you look here, where we're definitely all three aligned, this is the 17 in a danger zone, it collapsed and then burned through it. We got our reversal. I believe this is exactly where I was calling for a uptrend. And boy, did we get one. We got a whopper of an uptrend. And now we're in another one. I'm not sure if that was exactly then. I called for the uptrend around 3,500 for those who were subscribed. But, and I said dive in, full, both oars. But long and short of it is danger zone for the week, in a longer time horizon. I think we could get a pretty serious thumping down, but then we will continue. And keep in mind, we could get down to 11, 12, 13K and still be in a solid uptrend. So in the crypto market, that's entirely possible. I'm not saying that's going to happen. In fact, I think we're more likely 16, 17,000 range. And I had called for one just a couple of days ago. I said, a couple of weeks ago, I said we're going to get one. And we sure got one, and it bounced right back up. So they're more or less buying opportunities. But that gives you an idea of how the coin picker service operates. Let me see if I can get you back there. That's not it. Here we go. How the coin picker service operates. So go ahead and sign up your email. Just go to coinpicker.us, sign up, prove you're not a robot. And I mean, just to give you some idea of what we've done in the past, definitely have called market tops. In fact, rarely miss market tops. Very on point. So you don't lose the money you've made. Could also call market bottoms extremely accurately. Don't have an awful lot of points where we've called a market bottom and have been wrong. And the other thing is that we just don't use technical analysis. What we do is, and I say we, it's myself and some other people that assist me, but primarily me. What we do is learn about the projects in depth. I'm a coder as well as a financial analyst, a formerly licensed commodity trader and all of that. And then this is the best thing. Identify the sectors. So once you've identified a sector, for instance, DeFi is red hot, then you know which grouping of projects are going to be red hot and outperform the overall market. And that's been incredibly valuable. And which sectors to avoid because they're traps. I mean, sector, like for instance, any crypto that's telling you that it's going to be immediately accepted by Visa and MasterCard and banks, avoid them. Just avoid them. That game, that horse has run out a long time ago. We've got a long list of recommendations that have come and done very well. And it's just, the type of thing where I'm involved in it all day long. I've got fairly good analytical tools and have been trading for decades. And that's what helps convert charts and analysis into fairly accurate projections that materially impact your life and your wealth. And so that's why I recommend you just go to coinpicker.us and sign up. So that's it for now, and we will be back shortly. Thank you.